I'm headed to the best airport in Florida, and dare I say, the United States. I'm gonna share the secret tips I use to get through this airport hassle-free. These tips are exactly why I think this is the top airport in the country. I'm talking about Tampa International Airport, or TPA. Look, I hate going to the airport, but I have to regularly because our business takes us back to Michigan. So I'm sharing the secret tips I've picked up so this trip doesn't turn into a total nightmare for me. But don't just take my word for it. I'm picking up my good buddy and fellow YouTuber, Jamie Gruber. Let's see if Jamie agrees that this is the best airport in Florida. And if he doesn't, well, he might just be walking home.
You know, a guy loves Florida when he makes you film a video about his home airport. He's got a bunch of questions for me. I'm curious what he wants to know. Let's go check it out.
Luckily, it's a beautiful day, and here we're coming up on tip number 1. Now, for some reason, this is the worst part about the airport. Everybody gets shuttled into these 2 lanes, and then it merges down into 1. And this sucks, because you can see it backs up. And Tampa is a big airport. So what I do is I do a little bit of this and jump over here, and I'll bypass this. Now, sometimes this isn't always the best option because that lane does move pretty quick. I just don't want to be the guy that cuts in like you see, right? I'm not that guy, so I'm going to stay over here, I'm going to commit, and I'm just going to go around all of this crappy traffic, right? And if you can catch the green lights through here, you're in great shape, and this is going to get you right back to where you need to go. All right, here we're caught at a red light. Damn it. Okay, so this doesn't prove my point, but here's what I would rather do. I would rather keep moving than sit in traffic. This is me moving. Again, I don't know if I gain time or not. That's really not the point of it, because if there's just something major there, I don't want to sit in it. I want to always be moving. So even if it adds just a little bit extra time, at least I know, man, I got options and I'm not stuck in that jam. And here up above me, you can see that's the ramp up top that I'm going under that we bypassed. I'm going to get over in the right lane. And I live in St. Petersburg, Florida, so this is my way coming into the Tampa airport. And it's a little funky here. The problem with picking somebody up from the airport is the timing. And one thing, I love how they put the little airplanes on the road here for you to follow. Makes it super easy. But the timing, right? So they say, pick me up at 9:30. Well, how do you time that correctly? So what I like to do is leave early, and let me show you what Tampa does an awesome job. If you can see on the top left, cell phone lot, Sky Center, next left. This is like the hidden gem, and most airports have a cell phone lot, but Tampa's is just incredible. And cell phone lot basically means that's where you can go and sit and wait for your arrival to come in. Now, I'm from Michigan, from Detroit, and Detroit's cell phone lot is pretty far away from the airport. It's outside the airport, and there's nothing there. It's just a giant parking lot. Now, Tampa has taken that and just expanded on it, and it's pretty incredible what they've done. Now, if you're going to park here long term, there's where we park, the economy parking. You just continue there and pull in that parking structure. But here we're gonna take a right into the cell phone lot. And let me show you what this bad boy looks like. I really love what they've done here. So first of all, right off the bat, I drink a ton of coffee and water. It's all I drink. And you can see we got a restroom, vending machines, which I try not to eat out of unless I am starving or it's an emergency. But I love the restroom fact of it, man. They're clean, and I always gotta use the restroom because of my coffee intake. And here's another cool thing. You can pull here and check out the big board. Now these are arrivals, so you can just sit here, look at your arrival. You can see if it's on time or if it's coming in late. And then I sit here and I wait for my wife or whoever I'm picking up to call me, and then I'll take off and I'll go pick them up. So Let's do that because I got a few more things I want to show you. Tampa's also got a new terminal scheduled to open in 2028. It's called Airside D, and that's going to have 16 new gates, and it's also going to service international. It's going to have a cost of $1.5 billion, and it'll add 2 lounges and a bunch more concessions to the airport. Currently, the airport services 25 million passengers a year, and with this new terminal, they're going to be set up to service 35 million new passengers in the year 2037. Tampa's exploding, and the airport's preparing for that growth. Now, hopefully Jamie's not sitting waiting on me, but I want to show you this economy parking. So SunPass is something you can apply for as a Florida resident. You should have one in your car. Okay, I guess I just touch it and go. I forget every time I come. That's why I wanted to make this video. So here's parking. You can see this big board. It's going to tell you level 6 has 789 available spots. Level 5, 623. Level 4, 703. We usually park on level 4 because my wife and I like to park in the same spot. That way we always know where we're at and we don't forget. I'm gonna take you on level 1 though, just to show you what it looks like. Because basically it's a huge parking deck, it's all the same, and Jamie's probably waiting on me, so I need to make this a little bit quick. All right, I'll be honest with you, I did not leave in time to make this video. So if Jamie knew, he's probably gonna be pissed, but oh well, he'll get over it. You guys need to see this video. I think it's that important. I am trying to navigate over to the elevators where I usually park because I always want to park as far away from everyone as I possibly can. Now, again, remember, we're on the first floor, so it's going to be packed because most people don't want to walk, right? I do, because walking means, first of all, it's great for me, and second of all, it gets me away from all these cars, man. I don't want these people parking right next to me and dinging my doors and all that kind of crap. So I park as far away as I can. Now picture this, okay? I'm gonna paint a picture for you. We're on the 4th floor. Just disregard everything that says 1st floor. And right over here is usually where I park, in this area, because that brings me over here, right to the elevators. And even though it says level 1, remember I told you we are playing here that this is level 4. I jump on that elevator, it takes me down to level 4, and let me show you, you get out right on the other side here of this elevator, and I'll show you what we do then. This is for YouTuber access only, so I can show you guys what I'm talking about. Okay, so you come down this elevator, and remember where you parked. I always take a picture of where I park so I remember. And here's this moving sidewalk, and this is really cool. This makes it a lot easier. This way, when you park so far away, it doesn't matter because you jump on the moving sidewalk and it shoots you down to where you gotta go. And you follow this sidewalk all the way down. And you only have one option. There's an elevator over there into the corner that those people are going to. You jump on that elevator and that takes you up to the tram, and that's how you get into the airport. It costs you $14 a day to park here, so economy's really not that bad. We parked here once when we went on vacation during a hurricane, and the great news was nothing happened to our car. Now, I just pulled into a spot where I have to back out of, so let me try and navigate this because we got to go get Jamie. He's landing right about now. Now we're heading out to the airport terminal, and we are going to grab my homeboy, and we're going to see what he thinks about TPA and see if I'm right, see if I'm wrong, which I doubt I am. But let's see if this is the absolute best airport in Florida. I got another trick up my sleeve that I'm going to show you guys that I always do. It makes this so much easier when we're picking people up from the airport. And don't speed through here because there are a lot of police officers and a lot of unmarked police officers. The cool thing about Tampa Airport is all of your gates lead into the central hub. So it doesn't matter if you're arriving in Terminal Red or Terminal Blue because it all goes to the same spot. So what I tell people to do is I tell them to go to Terminal Blue, Gate 107 Express Pickup. And that means they don't have a bag. Now, if you have a bag, you can just jump on the other side. I'll show you here in a minute. You can see baggage claim and express. If you got a bag, you just go to the right. But if they don't, you just have them come here to the express side. And I tell people 107 because it's all the way down on the end, on the right. And most people want to park right here as close as possible. Remember, I told you, people don't want to walk. And you got a guy here that's going to keep things moving. You can see him kind of eyeballing me, looking at me like, all right, dude, you better not stop. And you can see the terminals here, 107. And he is not there. So don't be afraid to loop the lot. Normally, I pull down here and I'll park right on the end, but I just want to show you a loop in the lot. If this is packed, they're gonna make you loop. And that can be very, very intimidating because it's like, oh no, I finally got here. What am I gonna do? It's really not a big deal here. It's just a giant circle and they mark it pretty well for you. And since I'm making this video and trying to drive at the same time, watch, I won't be able to do it. Return to terminal, there we go. Okay, I got it. I think it's this way. See, it gets confusing, especially since you don't do this every day. You don't even do it every week. We were doing it probably every 2 weeks at one point when my wife was flying back home to check on our apartment buildings. So I got it down a little better than I normally would, but again, you forget. So now we're right back in the same spot. We're looking for express pickup. Again, Blue 107 Express. And now this time, I'm gonna park on the end if he's not here. And I'm gonna make this guy walk down and yell at me to move the car. All right, now it's getting a little busier. So this guy is probably not gonna be real happy if he sees us all sitting. Okay, there he is. Don't look at him, don't look. Okay, here we go. Going down to the end, gonna park. We're gonna be quiet so he doesn't know we're down here sitting. I go as far down as I can, out of the way, nobody's here. And let me jump out because Jamie should be coming right now. Now I'm waiting on Jamie. If they make me loop the lot, this is gonna suck because I got my camera set up on top of the car. I don't see the guy, but I know he's down there lurking. And keep in mind, the guy's just doing his job. He's not supposed to let a bunch of people sit here and take up traffic and especially shoot YouTube videos. All right, he just texted me and he asked me, where you at? I told him again, and the airport dude is getting closer. So I'm a little worried. I don't know if this is gonna work. I might have to loop the lot again. Okay, just found out Jamie's actually on the other side. He's not at 107, and there's the dude coming, walking over to me. So we're gonna go. We're gonna head over there and we're gonna grab him. Thank you. 122?
122?
Yeah, I know. I gotta.
In a minute and a half.
Yeah, he's supposed.
It takes them 5 or 6 minutes to get here.
Yeah, I'm better off driving around, right?
You got it.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it, man. That's a nice thing about Tampa Airport. Everybody here is so nice. The guy helped me out and said, hey, dude, you're better off driving around and picking him up because it's gonna take him too long to figure out how to get where I'm at. So we're gonna drive around. He's actually at the baggage terminal, so sometimes it can be a little confusing on that part, so I wanna get his opinion on me giving him the directions and him actually following through on them or not following through on them. I got a feeling this is gonna cost Tampa Airport a couple of stars. I know Jamie's probably gonna knock a few off for this, so let's see. There he is. What's up?
Hey, how you been?
Good to see you. Good to see you.
Yeah.
All right, dude. So, Tampa Airport. What do you think? I say best airport in Florida. You've been to a ton of airports. What'd you like about it?
Best airport in Florida. So I think there's one better. I'll explain in a moment, but the Tampa Airport's nice. I've been here a bunch, about 60 times in my lifetime I've been to. I used to come here about 2-3 times a year, 3-4 times a year with my corporate gig. And the airport's well laid out, it's easy to get in and out of. They have a Chick-fil-A here now though. That's
Yes.
new, that's
Yes.
new. And this lot wasn't like this, that I remember at least, as
Cell
last time I
phone
was
lot.
here. The cell phone
Yeah,
lot, right.
It's great.
Miami sucks, Fort Lauderdale's okay, Jacksonville's meh, Orlando sucks. But I would say there's one better airport, it's RSW.
Where's RSW?
Regional Southwest in Naples. That
Oh,
airport
I haven't been there.
really, really well done.
Okay,
I used to fly
okay.
in there quite a bit as well.
Okay.
And it's, you know what, it's a little bit of an unfair comparison. It's much smaller than this airport, so it's like a little easier in and out. There's no trains to take you back and forth to the gates. But I give Tampa a really solid 1B.
Wouldn't be. Okay, and don't worry, everybody. We can edit that out. So, Tampa's the best, is what I'm hearing.
Tampa. So Tampa.
What did you hate about the airport, or what are you like? This was such a pain.
Nothing.
Or what would you change?
Any airport, nothing. Any airport that gets beyond a certain size, and Tampa's right on the edge of that,
Yeah.
becomes a pain in the butt.
Okay.
So like if you go to Philly, worst airport in the country.
Yep.
Miami, terrible because of the size. It's just like Atlanta is a pain in the butt because of the size, like one end to the other. So it's gotten so big,
Yeah.
Tampa Airport, that it becomes a little bit like less controllable and a little bit more of a pain to get around it. That's it. But it's clean. The amenities are great. I just like it's almost like saying I like Manhattan or I like Boston, right?
Yeah.
Like Boston's a smaller city. I kind of like that vibe versus the big city. I like a smaller airport versus a bigger one.
All right, bro. Appreciate it.
All right, bro. About that. Yeah,
Thanks.
yeah,
So you just learned about the airport. Want to hear about a barber shop in St. Pete? That was one of the biggest problems I had when I moved down here. I couldn't find a great barber. Check out this video and let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. See you there.